So hello, it has been forever, I know. I've been gone for a cool minute, haven't I? I'm sorry about the like super bright lighting. I tried to film this outside because it was super gorgeous outside, but there is somebody doing yard work and all I hear is meh. I'm over it. I'm just done. And then the dogs are just driving me nuts because they keep kicking the tripod because they want to sit next to me. And okay, like seriously, it's just been way too hard to do it out there. I don't know where to start. Life has been very chaotic the past 2 months. For those of you who don't keep up with me on my social networks, i.e. Instagram, and I'm recently back on Twitter. Finally, it's been a minute. Part of that reason is because I was just so bored in the Philippines. So, you know, there's really just not much to do over there. Kilo, I swear he has allergies. Do you hear him? He's like... like, I think he has allergies, I swear. Him and Kehlani have allergies. It's funny. God, they're really like my kids. Yeah, back on social networks. I try to keep up as much as I could, even though I was gone. I haven't posted a video in like 2 months, so I do know that, you know, it's been a minute since I've been on here. I do owe you guys a ton of videos. There are videos that I planned on posting prior to this event that happened to me. So there are some old videos that I plan on posting that I still want to post because, you know, they were either requests or they've just been sitting in my queue forever. And then there's some new material coming up. A lot of new things happening. A lot of new things have happened to me, period. So let's just start with the first things first. The most important event that has happened to me in the past 2 months. If you guys don't keep up with me on Instagram, then you guys don't know. But if you do, then you guys know that my father passed away. He passed away on March 3rd, you know, 2 months later. It's a little bit easier to talk about it. If this was me, like maybe, I don't know, a month ago, I'd probably be like bawling my eyeballs out. Can't even like, so I'm a little bit better now. It took a while. I've had a lot of family support, friend support, you name it. And a lot of you guys have been there for me, which has been very nice. So I definitely want to say thank you to everyone who has been there for me in the past 2 months. You have no idea how supportive you guys have been and how much it means to me to know that I have so many people that are here for me. You know, feeling alone and feeling lonely are two different things to me. Is that just me? I don't know. Things like this, times like this, like it's one of those things where you feel alone, but you're not. You know what I mean? Like you have tons of family support and everything, but it's like you yourself, you just feel very empty. That's the word. Like you feel very empty. For those of you guys who are wondering like what the cause of his death was and everything, it was very sudden. He wasn't sick, so it's not like we knew it was going to happen. For me personally, it was more traumatic for me only because I'm the one who found him passed out already on the couch. So it's kind of hard for me. Literally, I came home to it and it was he was just there already. So for me, it was really hard. I'm trying to keep my voice steady right now as I talk about it. For me, it was very hard. I mean, it brings a little bit of comfort to me when we got the coroner's report and everything, but the whole experience itself was so surreal. Like, I had gotten home, I thought he was asleep on the couch, tried to wake him up, he didn't wake up, he was freezing cold, stiff already, you know. He had already hit the rigor mortis stage like hours before that, I'm assuming, because he was freezing already when I tried to hold his hand and try to wake him up. And my best friend was with me and he was telling me that he was saying to me later like I was super frantic and I was freaking out, and he was the one who called the ambulance for us, and I was like literally trying to revive him the whole time. Like from the moment I found him to the moment you know, the EMTs got there, I was literally trying to pump his heart to like revive him. Like I was freaking out and I was frantic, and it was all just so, it was like a movie. Like, a lot of people actually expected it to be my mom. For those of you who don't know, my mom has, you know, a condition, so she constantly needs, you know, around-the-clock care. She's not completely incompetent or anything like that, or, you know, inept to do anything, but, you know, she does require a little bit of supervision. So this has been really hard on her because she's already sick, and I can tell you right now the responsibilities have like tripled on me and my brother. So it's been really hard. I already live a very chaotic lifestyle with my, you know, with my parents before this happened, and now it's like even harder. So for me, it's just been really hard to deal with everything. You know, I still talk about my dad like he's here, you know, like I've heard from a lot of family members and friends that my dad's like messing with them, but I don't know. I haven't experienced that. My dad has actually kind of blacked out my dreams a little bit. The first 2 weeks after he had passed away, I just didn't know what to do with myself. Like, I didn't know, like, I couldn't sleep. The first night I was just like, did that all just really happen? You know what I mean? Like, it was very surreal. And the next couple of days following that, like, immediately we were already trying to make funeral arrangements and everything. I feel like we had like 3 funerals for him. God, that's how special my dad is, right? So he's a Mason, so he required a free, you know, a Freemasonry type of ritual, if you will. I'm not allowed to talk about it, sorry. But he's not allowed to be cremated. So we had to have a specific type of service for him and his fraternity. And then because we're Catholic, we had to have one in the church. And then because my dad didn't want to be buried here, like part of his dying wishes were to actually be buried where my mom is from, in the Philippines, we had to take him to PI. Every day was very surreal. We were getting phone calls like every single day. Phone was ringing off the hook. I swear I should have walked around with like a headset on because I felt like I was constantly on my phone. Thank God for unlimited data, texting, and minutes. Like, seriously. Because my phone bill would be so fucking high right now. That being said, the first 2 weeks were very, very surreal for me. So I was kind of in and out mentally and emotionally. Every single day was very different for me. One day I was, you know, drinking my life away, and the next day I was like handling business. I gotta say, planning a funeral is so much harder than planning anything else in your life. Like, I promise you. Like, I have planned cotillions, I have planned weddings, I have planned very huge birthday parties, I have planned, you know, wedding anniversary parties, but planning a funeral, oh, dude, I hope no one ever has to go through this. It's just very traumatic. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're having to sit there and make a million decisions when all you want to do is fucking cry, you know what I mean? So it's like you don't have any time to grieve except when you're like, you know, finally home in bed sleeping, but even then you're probably stressed out. And for me, I'm a very avid dreamer. I don't know if any of you guys can relate to that, but me and my brother, we have always been known to have like very, very vivid dreams. And I literally was like blacked out of my dreams for like 2 weeks straight until I hit the Philippines. And then finally I started dreaming, and I still wasn't sleeping very well, but I finally had like a full night of sleep at some point. And the first 2 weeks after it happened, while I was still here in the States, I swear it was like I swear like I would fall asleep like this, click it, and I was up already. And I was like, oh, okay. I feel like my dad did that to me on purpose. You know how they always say that spirits come visit you in your dreams? That always happens to me. Never happened with my dad. I was like, really? And I felt like he did it on purpose. But I mean, I understand why he didn't do that, but I fell asleep always wanting to see him. You know what I mean? Like, I fell asleep hoping I would see him and getting kind of disappointed when I woke up. But, you know, my grandparents had explained to me that possibly it's happening because he wants me to stay focused in life, and I get it. You know, because the grieving process is very hard. I'm a very emotional person, and if I had let every single piece of emotion get to me, I swear I would be broken into a million pieces right now. And I have to tell you, despite what you're seeing on camera, my heart's in a million pieces. You know, it's very hard to talk about it. Okay, see, I was hoping I wouldn't get teary, but I am. Okay, breathe. This is really hard. Okay, get yourself together, girl. So 2 weeks went by like a blur. Every single day I was doing something. I wanted the services to be perfect, and I wasn't just planning one funeral, I was planning like 3. So this was really, really hard, you know. I mean, on top of that, you know, we had to take care of my mom because I was just so worried about her health. You know, I mean, she's been under a lot of stress lately, and I can't take it. Like, there were so many moments when I thought like, oh my god, I can't lose another person in my life. Are you fucking kidding me? And I have to say, all of my family, even friends that I haven't seen in forever, have been here, and I cannot thank all of you enough. Like, even my subscribers, my viewers, my followers, and, you know, on Instagram and everything have sent me direct messages and things, and, you know, sending me love and support and prayers, and you guys have no idea how much all of that totally hit home for me. So I definitely want to give you guys a very, very special thank you to each and every one of you guys who have sent me love and support and kind words, and, you know, just being there for me, you know, because, you know, if anyone knows my family, you know, especially my dad, we're that family, and we're those people that are always there for you guys. Like, anytime anyone would need something, it was always us. And we were always, always, always there for all of our loved ones and all of our friends and everything like that. Friends were family to us, and it was just very nice to see that everybody was here for my dad. Like, I could not believe how many people showed up for him, you guys. Seriously, I was like, wow, my dad's like famous. So, I mean, people showed up every single day to the prayer. If you're Catholic or Christian, I think Christians do this as well, but if you're Catholic, you do a 9-day novena prayer. It's to pray for the spirit. So for like 9 days straight, you know, we had friends and family here, and it was just very chaotic every single day. I was like, God, I feel like I'm repeating the same story like every single day. And after a while, you just kind of get tired of crying. You know what I mean? Like, all of a sudden, you're just very numb. So there were some days when I was very, like, just kind of numb about it, and then other days when I just wanted to rip my fucking hair out, and then other days when I was just crying my eyeballs out. And God, like, seriously, I don't think I ever want to go through this again, and I don't think I ever could. I mean, I feel like if I knew he was sick, that would have been easier. I mean, it's never easy to lose someone, but I guess, you know, it would have been more like, you know, oh, I know he's gonna pass away eventually, as opposed to like coming home to it and finding him like that already, you know. So for me personally, me, out of everyone in my family, for me, I'm the most traumatized, if you will. But as far as dealing with it and everything, me and my family have been doing our best to like be there for each other and, you know, support each other. And, you know, now that we're back from the Philippines and, you know, back from our like vacay, which wasn't really a vacation, I gotta say, like, it was like a very, very emergency trip. And it came out of nowhere, of course. You know, my dad wanted to be buried in the Philippines, close to home, I guess you could say. So like literally a few days right after the last funeral here, the church funeral, we flew him out, which, God, flying a body half across the world, hella expensive. So that was one thing, you know, and that was kind of chaotic. But a lot of us were actually very happy to be in the Philippines because I felt like it brought us a sense of peace. So grieving was a little bit easier, I guess you could say. So it's not that we're over it. I just feel like now it makes it a little bit easier to move on. Just getting away from everything here. Like, me personally, I've been off of work since the day it happened. My job has been so understanding. So I haven't been back to work. I don't think I could have gone back to work. I would have ripped my brains out and threw it out the window and said, fuck it. So, you know, I was very, very distraught myself, and I already take care of my mom. So this has just been really, really hard for me personally as well. And for my brother, you know, but being around my family there and being able to be with them and just getting time away from all the crap that we have to deal with here was very nice. So I think that if we just like took him there, buried him, and had to come right back, I think I'd be in a very more distraught mode right now. I'd probably quit YouTube altogether. But I mean, I've been away from a lot of things for at least almost 2 months, and I feel like it's just kind of time for me to like just, you know, just throw myself back into the world and, you know, take everything for what it is. You know, I mean, I just keep thinking of like what my dad would have wanted and things like that, and, you know, just, I guess just thinking about what to do with my life now, you know. But as far as the rest of my life goes, work is still work. I've been off of work for almost 2 months now, so it's nice to be back. Work is one of my happy places. You know, I love where I work. For those of you who don't know where I work, just read a couple of hashtags from my faces of the day on my Instagram. You'll figure it out. School, I had to put on hold for a little bit. Kind of mad about it. I'm taking one class, but I had to give up two very important classes, which I'm not happy about at all. I planned on taking my CPA exam this summer, but now that's going to get delayed because I can't take it without these units, so I'm a little frustrated. But there's one thing that my dad would want me to do in life. He was very, very, very keen on education, and I already have my double bachelor's, you know, with Davis, and I was aiming for a CPA this year, and I was almost done. This was supposed to be my last semester. So I was supposed to finish up all my units and then study for the exam through the summer and hopefully take it by September. That was the goal. So that's going to get pushed back a little bit till the end of the year, so hopefully that will be like a little New Year's resolution for me the following year, is to really focus on that. I did, however, get my accounting certification, which was nice. I got that in the mail while I was gone, so I was like, holler. 3 weeks in the Philippines has done me good, I gotta say. Without that, I think I would have been a hot ass mess right now. As far as YouTube goes, you guys know that this is one of my favorite things to do. I know that I'm not very consistent. I plan to be now because I do have a little bit more time on my hands, just a little bit, and I need an outlet, yo. So it's one of those things where it's like, what do I do next? You know, what am I gonna do now? Like, I feel like there was this huge pause and huge boulder in my life, and this huge obstacle course that like totally just flat out fell on me, and now I'm just like, okay, what am I supposed to do now? So I'm in the middle of trying to figure out what's next in my life. I mean, I'm finishing up this last class in school and can't go back to school again till fall, so that's on hold. So I have a whole summer to be with you guys. So as far as my Thick Chick Stay Fit blog, a lot of my people have asked me like, oh, what's going on, yo? Like, you haven't posted in like a year, blood. I just haven't really been keeping up with anything. I haven't gained or lost weight. I'm kind of in the middle. I feel like I may have lost weight in the Philippines. I don't know why. I literally ate rice like every single freaking day. But the rice there is a little bit different, I gotta be honest. The rice that I eat over there is red rice. It's a little bit healthier for you, and not as, you know, fluffy, if you will. But I ate good when I was in the Philippines. Y'all can tell from my Instagram. I had as much fun as I possibly could out there. But now it's just back down to business, you know what I mean? Again, like I said, I need an outlet, you know what I mean? And usually working out is it. Working out, being with my friends and family, that sort of thing. And I'm just kind of, you know, getting back into things. It's been about a week since I've been back, so I'm still kind of like, you know, getting back into the groove of things. I'm deciding if I want to like open up a gym membership, or if I want to go back to what I used to be doing, which was like Zumba, and then, you know, the occasional like running with the dogs at the park. Those things usually just make me happy enough because I get to be out with nature and spend time with the dogs. And then Zumba, I enjoy dancing. But I don't know, I guess I'm just bored. I want something new. Like, I feel like I need to let out a lot of aggression, you know what I mean? So I feel like I might want to open up my gym membership again so that I can go weightlifting and things. So if I ever decide to doing that, then I'll probably post back on the blog. But otherwise, as far as my diet goes, I don't really have one. I've been eating a little bit better since I got back, only because I got to kind of detox my body after all the shit that I ate in the Philippines. Like, nothing was unhealthy, but I definitely ate like I didn't give a shit. I mean, forgive me if I was comforting myself with food, you know? I mean, who doesn't? So I kind of just, you know, did whatever when I was in the Philippines. And now that I'm back, you know, my mom has to be on a very special diet just because of her condition. She's diabetic and she has to be on a special renal diet. So, I mean, it was kind of hard to follow just because my dad loves like fried food and, you know, red meat and stuff like that. And she really has to be on a more lean diet. The occasional, you know, steak is good for her protein and stuff, but really she should be on like a salt-free, sugar-free diet. So I think it's going to give me a chance to like focus more on her and kind of explore more recipes and stuff, and doing that will probably, you know, encourage me to be more on the Thick Chick Stay Fit blog. I also need to encourage her fitness more too, so I figured, you know, taking her out with the dogs and stuff might be nice exercise for her just to kind of get out. You know, the weather's getting warmer. Weather, wow, I'm fobbing out. Been in the Philippines a little too long, have I? If you guys have any special requests on what you would like to see on my channel, because I do plan on investing more time into my channel, I have a little bit more time on my hands, or I should just say more time to focus on my channel a little bit more, by all means post your requests down below. A lot of people were mentioning to me that they want cooking videos, which I do think I want to do. I thought of putting it on my Thick Chick Stay Fit channel, like a whole separate channel just for it, but I gotta be honest, let's be real, I don't always make healthy things. So it's gonna be kind of a hodgepodge of a lot of different stuff, so I figured it would just be better to keep it on my one channel, and then if it is a healthy recipe, then I'll post it on my Thick Chick Stay Fit blog, which I also have to update. We'll get there. But otherwise, I have a lot of fun things coming up for you guys, so just stay tuned. This was just simply kind of an update video, just like what I've been up to, what's been on my mind, that kind of thing. Sorry if I've been babbling too much. I do feel like this video might be uber long, but that's probably because this is my third time trying to film it. So that being said, it's good to be back. I did miss you guys, and I just miss YouTube in general. I've even been catching up on videos because I haven't been really watching videos and stuff, and I'm just kind of trying to get back into everything, you know? So give me some time, I promise I'll be back. And I'm gonna come back with a vengeance, you already know. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you so much for sticking by me through everything. I love you guys, I miss you guys, and I promise there's a lot of good things coming. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!